it has to be symmetrical. And but you can actually earn everything that you can buy in the cash shop. You can earn through combat. And yeah, some of the prices are a little steep, but honestly, when you once you get the weapon open, you still have add-ons that you can add to it, like scopes or larger capacity magazines.
What's your step in this? Well met. Our best hope for finding Karzar in the Stolen Crown lies with the national
One too many times.
who took part of the theft.
No,
I've marked a few of his known haunts on your map.
I want to know. I don't want to talk to people.
Yeah, God.
Stupid.
On a massively multiplayer online game. Why the hell am I online?
Yeah. Hey, so. Yeah. Oh, cool thing that Sony's done is you can design stuff for the game for use in game, and people can buy it. Yep. So that for Walter, we'll be using that later. But you can design stuff like helmets and stickers and paint jobs and all that good stuff. Magical supplies, do I need any of those? No. Okay. But you can design them for people to buy.
Careful. The Nashers.
Assuming that they're
Are you the one the higher up sent to help me clean up the...
Shut up. Assuming
You
that...
too, Bo.
You need to be careful beyond this point.
Fine.
This whole area is under Nasher control.
You can...
Yeah,
I'm posing myself because I'm trying to get all these stupid quests picked up. Quest Hub, you can design items like there's a lot of helmets and stuff, and as long as you're staying with the aesthetic of the game, Sony, after they review it, they'll put it up in the player studio, and if people buy it, you actually get paid for it.
Which is really convenient. It's like a commission.
Yeah, and it some people said that, oh well, it's just us, Sony having us do their job for them, and I was like, well yeah, but it's also giving the players more
input.
Yeah, more to do, because I mean
what do you know?
Once the engine's in place, people wanted to have one. I mean, I'm sure most of our viewers have been like, wow, man, I would love, this game is awesome, but I would love to see a vehicle or a weapon that looks like blah.
Yeah, shout out to our PlanetSide 2 players. I know that there are a couple of our viewers that love watching, or that have watched our PlanetSide 2 playthroughs and actually really enjoyed it. And I know that we have a couple of viewers that have requested that I actually play PlanetSide with them, at which point I look at them and go, I suck. That's why I'm not the one playing in the video.
Yeah. Well, I'm not much better, but I get good runs sometimes. But
one thing that I like about this game that some other free-to-play games don't have is that you always know where you're supposed to go. Back in freshman year, I was really into this game called Maple Sword. And, it's just a silly...
I remember that game.
Yeah.
I never played it, but I remember seeing stuff about it.
Yeah, it's just a, silly 2D side-scroller kind of platformer-esque game. And I really love the mechanics of it, like the storyline was great, the characters that you could create were great, the classes were awesome.
Leave no witnesses.
Everything about it I absolutely loved. I played a pirate character because, well, I love pirate-related characters. They've got the awesomeness of ranged characters, along with the very up close and personal, and I love both styles. Stab someone and shoot them in the guts. But and that's just some intimacy that you can't get with a bow and arrow. Yeah. So one thing I don't like about bows and arrows.
Unless you're Daryl on
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to that person. The problem that I ran into...
that was... Tola Gray.
Tola Gray.
So
Tola Gray, if you're watching, you're awesome. The problem with it was that once you completed your main story quest, like the main starter quest, and then you sort of kind of completed the quest going around with that main first quest hub, they don't really give you any quests to go to any specific place. So you don't know where you're supposed to go next, so you can't really get up high in level. And it really bums me out when you get a game that has awesome story, awesome character ideas, you know, the artwork's really great, and it was very cutesy, but at the same time, I love it, and I love it to this day still. But at the same time, you lose interest because they don't give you any direction. And I'm not usually the type of player where you have to hold my hand through the entire time of playing, but at the same time, it is nice to have some sort of, you know, you need to go in the general that way direction.
yeah,
And you know,
that's just daily power time.
games like this and games like World of Warcraft, they were very good at, you know, giving you quests that were in a centralized area, so you didn't have to run all over the place. And also, later on, because at first you didn't have, like, this is where your quests are. You had to go off of the clues that were within the quest log itself. But they were also very good at showing you where exactly you needed to be. And it wasn't like, whoa, go spend $10 on the market so that you can buy this and then advance in levels. Because Maple Story was once again one of the pay-to-play, or, yeah, pay-to-win, pay-to-play, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it always sort of kind of bothered me because, as I said, I love games like that. I love games with that art style and that are... It was pretty immersive and it had great concepts to it, but if you don't know where to go,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really do much with the game.
Yeah, that's a problem. Although there was a game way back when. It's actually one of the earliest MMOs
Most
that
of
I
us
actually
consider
really
the Black
liked.
Lake a polluted mess. But for
It
an
was called
alchemist,
Asheron's Call.
brimming with
Oh,
possibilities.
Asheron's Call.
I'm sure you've heard myself and Morning Wolf and whatnot talk about it. The
Renthalis, who is my dad, my biological dad.
yeah, the oh look, the public right about the
If anyone
Red
who,
daisies. Cute.
I'm a dragon. Dragon. I don't do that tongue thing. If any of you guys played Star Wars Galaxies or Asheron's Call back in the day, and you happen to know a character named Renthalis, that was my dad. So there you go. You either hate him or love him, from what I heard.
Yeah, he was really into that game. But one of the cool things about that game was you literally built your class how you wanted it. I remember I was testing out a couple theories, and I made a character that was specifically designed for. It was called the Philippi of Crimson Stars, but it came to be known as the Stupid Red Axe because the blade looked like it was made out of candy cane.
I've been keeping
And
Sergeant to this. We aren't the only ones.
The thing was a pain in the butt to get. You had to,
known as the Dead Rats. Caught them careful.
Then you've done good work.
You had to go get
Never
the
would have
half.
said that Lord Never Ever cares enough.
We're talking here, people. You had to go get the half, which was the handle. It was broken. You had to go get it fixed, and we'll buff that. Upgrade to rank 2. You had to go get that fixed, and then you had to go hunt these spiny armadillo things and get their spine to make the blade. And depending on which level of creature you hunted, because you were only allowed one throughout the history of your account,